Moonlit tea hills crown the Pupuresa Valley as the year 1941 begins to whisper its secrets. At Stellenberg Estate, Superintendent George Pope commands respect and fear in equal measure. After a quiet dinner with a fellow planter, Pope drives back along winding estate roads toward hidden tensions. 6 laborers, armed with pruning knives, wait in the shadows as Pope investigates a roadblock of felled trunks. The attack unfolds with calculated fury, leaving Pope gasping by the blood-streaked car. In the tea factory, Mr. Lodewijk senses trouble when Pope does not return to the dinner table. A search is launched as Kasim discovers the wounded Pope and carries the grim news to Dawn. A line room key lies near Pope's body, a chilling clue in the hush of the estate. 6 laborers vanish by muster time, their absence widening the rift between master and worker. The key points to a room tied to Ramasamy Weeraswamy, the union activist who had just been fired. The CIC labor union pressure thickens as Pope's pride meets its counterforce. 5 suspects are arrested swiftly, but Weeraswamy has already vanished into the hills. Police posters bearing Weeraswamy's face appear across stations and kiosks, turning him into a legend and a target. Months pass as posters multiply, and the search stretches from rail yards to remote villages near Kandy. Weeraswamy is finally captured in a remote village, and the wheels of justice begin to turn. The courtroom buzzes as Justice Soertz sets the stage for a verdict that could alter labor rights forever. The Crown argues motive born from clashes between a stubborn estate head and a rising organized workforce. Physical evidence ties the 6 suspects to the plot, while eyewitnesses place Weeraswamy at the story's heart. The defense argues against inhumane working conditions, urging mercy and context for the labor struggle. Yet the weight of the crime overwhelms any plea for clemency. Verdict: guilty. Sentence: death by hanging at Welikata prison. The murder's ripple reshapes the colonial landscape, exposing the raw hunger for dignity among plantation workers. Stellenberg Estate never returns to quiet. The stretch of road becomes known as the Road of Midnight Death. Primary references gather like files in a cabinet, chronicling the case in AC, Alice and Bernard van Kuylenberg's histories. The Dilma Tea Radio podcast later retells the tale, keeping the memory of Pope alive in modern retellings. The weight of memory presses down as the moon, tea, and tragedy converge in one quiet, haunting night. As the story moves forward, the echoes of 1941 linger in every rustle of the tea leaves. In the hills of Pupuresa, the past quietly refuses to fade away. The episode closes with the memory of those who stood for dignity and the ones who carried the burden of fear. The Pope murder case remains a hinge between power and justice on the colonial plantations. This is Weight of Memory, Episode 20, a story of shadows, secrets, and the price of resolve. Final note: the case remains a reminder that history is written in the margins of labor and power. The stars fade as a lone figure walks the road of midnight death, carrying the memory of that night. And the hills continue to keep their counsel in the quiet, watchful shadow of the plantations.